So let's see 10 best summer fragrances that every woman will enjoy to smell on you. Hey everyone, I'm back again with another video. If you're first time here, my name is Mehdi. I try to make as many videos as possible about fragrances. So if you want to watch more videos like this, the only thing that I ask is that you subscribe to the channel, and if you find value in this video, drop a like. It means a lot for me. I really appreciate that. Without any further ado, I want to start by number 10, but before that I have to say this is not a top 10 list. All of the fragrances are winner and heavy hitters in my eyes. Just I put numbers randomly on the fragrances. At number 10 from House of Parfums de Mali, Percival. This is a very easy to wear and stylish fragrance. I can say in the brief, a designer juice in the niche bottle. I mean that you're gonna pay 250 bucks, a niche price for a designer juice. Juice is not that much complicated. It smells definitely designer, but price is 250 bucks for 125. I will consider that. So scent profile is fruity, spicy, woody, ambroxan. Ambroxan is not a note that we can find it that much in the niche game. It is a very designer note, I can say. So it is woody, spicy, fruity. Apple, cardamom are main players in this fragrance. Lasts on me like 12 hours plus easily. In terms of longevity, let's say to this good 10 hours with 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hours, good projection and sillage. Definitely one of those lady killer fragrances for summer. Percival by Parfums de Mali. For next, at number 9, we have here from House of Yves Saint Laurent, EDP. No need to talk that much about this fragrance. It's pretty well known, one of those absolutely long lasting and complimenting fragrances. It smells sour, citrusy, slightly syrupy sweetness is going on here, rooty and earthy. It is like fresh and dark type of fragrance. If you want only one fragrance for entire summer, this is one of those absolutely comprehensive fragrances for you that covers a lot of important aspects and factors. It is long lasting, complimenting and mass appealing with a very great price. About performance, I have to say it is pretty long lasting fragrance. Lasts on my skin 7 hours plus easily with hour and a half or 2 hours. Good acceptable projection and sillage. It's not the best in terms of projection. Projection of live version, while live is a little bit better compared to this one, but in the long time, in the long distance, winner is definitely EDP, the best version of Y line in my eyes. For next, I have one of the best rose-based fragrances for men that I've ever smelled in entire my life, without exaggeration. Again from House of Yves Saint Laurent, L'Homme Ultime. I'm not that much rose guy. I don't prefer that much rose notes, I have to say. But by this one, I started to like or pay more attention to rose note. Definitely, they work the rose note here very great. It's very masculine smelling type of combination here. So I have to say it smells like a rose drink, a refreshing, cooling rose drink. For whatever reason, it smells drinkable, or that edible vibe is going on here. It is juicy, watery, rosy, gingery, aquatic and slightly spicy, woody. It is a very complex, I can say kind of niche smelling type of designer juice. Effect of this one on ladies is very big. One of those lady killer, underrated lady killer fragrances in my collection. Definitely you need to check it out. Performance is great as well. Lasts on easily 8 to 10 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2 hours. Average projection and sillage is not that much loud. It is very soft but definitely touchable, and everybody will smell you in a very soft and classy, gentlemanly way. So let's continue by House of Giorgio Armani at number 7. One of the most favorite fragrances from this house, always in my collection. For summer, one of those must-haves, I can say. Cologne. Wow, very different smelling type of fragrance, unique, outstanding, classy, has that 60% of dressed up vibe to it, which is not that much touchable in other summer fragrances. Mostly summer fragrances are citrusy, bubblegummy and very casual, but this one is a little bit in the dressed up side, I can say. So if you have a smelled regular coat, you're gonna get that DNA, that atmosphere here very strong, without that much of tobacco and leathery notes. It is like watery or juicy, summery, springy version of that fragrance with same DNA, I can say. So if you like sweet tonka based fragrances and you want to carry that DNA to the summer, it's very difficult to find this much concentrated tonka fragrances for summer and spring. You're gonna enjoy definitely this fragrance as well. Like Chanel Aroma Sport Eau Extreme has that concentrated base with more aquaticness. Aquaticness is here not oceanic, it is very watery and clean. Performance is a little bit above average with first hour and a half, average, soft projection and sillage. For next, from House of Chanel at number 6, Bleu de Chanel Parfum. For me, this is the best in the line of Bleu de Chanel for summer or extremely hot summer days. I prefer EDT and EDP better for spring, but this one is definitely better for summer. Why? Because we have not that much of incensey notes here, which I'm not a fan of that much incensey notes for summer. And we have here doubled up citrusy notes. It is more sour compared to EDT and EDP and less incensey. That's why it is better for summer, I believe. If you are a fan of that Bleu de Chanel DNA, don't worry, DNA is here available. Just they play it by settings and volume of the notes. We have here less incense, more citrusy notes, and that lotiony atmosphere is still going on here. So about performance, it is not the best in terms of performing. It is a little bit weaker compared to EDP, lasts like 6 to 7 hours on my skin, with first hour average projection and sillage, and it smells very dressed up and classy. At number 5, again from House of Chanel, Chanel Allure Sport. I prefer Eau Extreme version for spring, a little bit better compared to this one. Here, especially in Denmark, springs are pretty cool, and it has that power to cut that cool air out there, but this one is better for summer, I believe. It is such a unique fragrance. Smells citrusy, mandarin orangey, I have to say, sour, minty, in the same time sweet because of tonka, I believe, and some spicy woody notes at the between. It is a very complex, unique and aquatic smelling type of fragrance. If you want a cheaper and a little bit better performing alternative for this one, you can go by Versace Pour Homme, but consider this one is way more complex to that fragrance. That one is simplified version of this one, but lasts definitely 1-2 hours more compared to this one and way cheaper. So about performance, this one is 5 to 6 hours maximum on my skin. Let's say 5 hours with first hour and a half average projection and sillage. For next, at number 4 from House of Creed, here we go, King Creed Aventus. One of those fragrances that 100% deserves hype around. Still one of the most complimented fragrances in my collection. Still sexy, stylish, and definitely not that much familiar to people's nose out there. Still it is rare for them, and they ask then you, what are you wearing? Hands down one of the most complimented fragrances in entire my life. It is here, the rest of fragrances down here. Very crazy compliment there if you haven't smelled this. It is citrusy, woody, smoky type of fragrance with such a sour and natural pineapple note. In the brief, it is smoky, woody, and at the opening fresh and slightly fruity, I can say. About performance, I have to say it is average by new formulations, like 5 to 6 hours. In terms of longevity, with first hour, 2 hours maximum. Again, average projection and sillage, can last on the clothing better. On the skin, maximum 5 to 6 hours for me. For next, at number 3, one of the most complex fragrances, aquatic freshy fragrances in my collection, from House of Versace, Havas. What do I mean by complex? I mean it is like a paint that you cannot find any empty space on it, any centimeter empty space on it, which is all full of details, notes, accords. It is very complex and concentrated smelling type of fragrance. By first sniff, you're gonna get a lots of notes and accords in your lungs. It smells like fruity, aquatic, musky. Apple, cardamom, plum are main players here. It's definitely sweet, aquatic, and spicy type of fragrance. No doubt about performance. Lasts on me easily 10-12 hours plus in terms of longevity with 2-3 hours. Very great projection and sillage. Every single factor about this fragrance is 10 out of 10 for me. Scent profile, price, ladies' reactions, complimenting factor is all great. For next, from House of Jean Paul Gaultier at number 2, Papaye. Such a beautiful fragrance. This one, Le Male Le Parfum, regular Le Male are my absolute favorites from the house. I know has been discontinued. It's not that much easy to find. You can go buy Superman version, which is easier to find compared to this one, and they smell close to each other like 95%. but by a little bit more internet search you can find this one as well. It is a very simple and sexy fragrance, not that much concentrated. It is fresh, citrusy, minty with ambergris and vanilla in the base. It is a juicy and watery type of fragrance, but definitely has a decent performance. Lasts better, for example, compared to regular or latest versions of Le Male. It lasts on me more than 8 hours easily, with first hour and a half soft, like cloudy projection and sillage, and definitely a big lady killer. At number 1, but before, as I said, it is not a top 10 list. All of the fragrances that I mentioned are easily at number 1 for me. We have here a fragrance that smells like wealth, like success, exactly like money. Acqua di Gio Profumo. So definitely the best version in the line of Acqua di Gio for me. I preferred over Acqua di Gio Absolute, Absolute Instinct, Profondo, and the regular version. It is a very next level smelling type of fragrance. It smells herbal, slightly aquatic, slightly sweet, and incensey. It is very difficult to find such a performing fragrance with this scent profile. By the first sniff you feel that okay, gonna last on you like 4 to 5 hours, but no, lasts easily 10-12 hours plus with 2-3 hours. Very great projection and sillage. Every single factor about this fragrance is 10 out of 10. Even presentation, looking, bottle, top, scent profile. Scent profile is 20 out of 10. Complimenting factor and lady pleasing factor, which is very important, but this one is 10 out of 10. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for spending time with me. If you have any opinion, suggestion, question, let me know in the comments below. Stay safe. See you in another video.